Hey, it's Rachel from The Life Facilitator, and I'm sharing my setups for February of 2023. I have not, I have not been on here for a while. My apologies. I had surgery in January, and so I'm still recovering, but well enough and mobile enough to do some videos. So I'm excited to be back and sharing my setups. So we have my Daisy Weeks, Hobonichi Weeks style on the go planner, my classic catch-all planner, my daily journal, and memory planner. So I will start with the smallest one. This might be a little longer than my videos have been, so, grab a cup of coffee, something warm, and here we go. All right, so let me show something real quick as we talk about this. So for November through January, I was using the Daisy Weeks booklet. No, sorry. This is the Weeks booklet from Coco Daisy. It has 3 months of monthly and weekly pages, much like a Hobonichi Weeks. So it looks, that's a bad example. It looks something like this. You can see the little lines for the days. So week on this side, open page on this side. I'll flip through this quickly, but I am wrapping up this insert at the end of January. And so I am not doing this insert moving forward because I found that the the new Daisy Dory Weeks pages were sufficient for what I needed for a weekly layout. So, but I will get to that in a second. Where am I? There I am. Okay. So let me flip through this real quick just because it's done and I feel like it's always nice to flip through something that's done. So what I did was these were this was the cover for each month I had this on the outside, and I just decided to adhere it into the insert. So we've got November, December, and for most of the use of this insert, I did not have the Daisy Weeks stickers. I just used other stickers and found that it worked just fine. January. This is a really good example of a week where you don't have a lot going on, and I just used stickers from my stash to just cover the pages, and then another week of just kind of using stash stickers. So yeah, this insert will now go on my shelf because it's finished, and I'm excited I actually finished it. And so for the month of February, I have everything in one insert for my on-the-go planning. This cover is from Printpression. I don't think it's available anymore. My apologies. A good alternative would be Moterm. So I have the insert protected by a clear cover, and I have paper from the February Coco Daisy Papery Kit covering the cover, a little patch, and then on the inside another patch, a little pocket with a tag, one of the dangle clips term clips from, I think it was from the planner add-on kit, and then my Daisy Weeks insert covered by some paper, some pocket cards. Pretty simple setup, and I have already started this insert. So today is actually the 26th. I started this insert last week, and here's why. Because this is my on-the-go insert, it doesn't really matter. Like, when I start it, because there really isn't a monthly. Like there's a monthly here, but I'm not really using it obviously. So I can start this insert anytime. And so I decided to start it last week, and I'm really glad I did, because I feel like I'm going to actually use the whole insert more than I would if I waited to the end of the month. Plus, this kit is just so cute that I wanted to get into it right away. So I have set up all the weeklies. I have put in my main, like the things I already know, and done a very rough like setup of the sort of open page. But at this point, I basically know how I want to use this page. I want to track my menu, the food that we eat, have a list for next week, and then a list for this week. And then it ends on the 19th, and that's fine, because I will get I'll get a new insert for March, and I'll just start it then. I have also set up a couple dailies, not the full rest of the insert. So you'll see how I set this up was I used the hourly tape from the planner add-on kit and set up a few of the dailies. And you'll see for this, I just trimmed off because this would have otherwise said 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. I just trimmed it off so I could have more use of that washi. And then this section is my morning pages section, which is the bulk of what I've been using this insert for. I really love this setup. It's like the perfect size for an affirmation, some quick journaling. I'm using an app to like come up with questions to journal about. But so far I've really enjoyed it. And it's worked out really well. And so I will use this section until it's done, and then it'll be probably, I imagine I will be done with this right about the time I get my March Daisy Week story. So it'll work out just fine. And yeah, so that's the setup for this. This is also my wallet, so I take it with me. And then this is a Ollie-ish clip from Cocoa Daisy. It was from, I think, November's collection. And I have it clipped so that I can see the week and then whatever daily page I'm on. So that's my on-the-go week's size planner. Next up is my classic planner. I'll do a quick flip of January, and that'll help you see how I've been using these inserts. So first, I purchased a bunch of frosted clear dividers, and I don't remember the name of the shop, but I will link it in the video. And then got some monthly stickers to go. I think these are actually from my stash. And so I just have the Cocoa Daisy Classic insert, like the dashboard, and I didn't do anything to it, just left it as is. And I'm planning, sort of double planning right now, and it works for me, so don't come at me. How I'm doing that is I have this planner set up, and it has been for this month, more tracking like health things because of my surgery. This is a hacked 2022 insert. I think it's from May, and it allowed me to keep the dates. But this insert was sort of my much more functional kind of insert. And then this was last week, and as you can see, I was tracking a lot of health stuff, which was important because I was in week 1 of recovery, and so this insert got a lot of use. And I have it through the end of the month, and then it leads into my work section, which is just a bunch of like checklists for the work I do for Cocoa Daisy, and then social media content. I didn't do a lot of social media and content for January, and I knew that was coming, so that was fine. And then this is my checklist for memory planning, finishing my memory planner for 2020. So these were all the weeks that still needed to be completed, and then I would just track when the photos were printed, when I completed it, what collection I used, and then when I shared it on Instagram or Facebook. Notes, just kind of open pages. So just notes, anything that had to do with like creative notes and lists went here. And then here starts my actual like calendar section. I did make this divider using the paper from the planner kit and some pocket cards. The background of this page came from a Maggie Holmes planner, and it looks like this. I don't know if you can. It has these little like grids on it, and I just wanted to play around and make a grid like mood board for the month, and I might do it again for February. This was really fun to do. And then on to my monthly page. Again, the month didn't have a lot going on because I had surgery, and so not much else happening. And then here is the first week of January. My favorite thing about the classic Cocoa Daisy inserts are actually these pages. So I'll take it out because it'll be easier to see. So here's what my week looks like, when you don't have this page in between. But I have been using the heck out of these pages. I've been tracking my photos for the week here, my to-dos here, almost like a sidebar, like you would maybe on the side here, but now I have more room. And then notes and things on the back. Just love having that option. I also love having this option because I can move this if I wanted to and use it with other inserts. So like maybe I want to use these inserts this week, and I can pull this page and add it to this weekly style. I hope that makes sense. Here is the second week of January. I know how it's helpful to see it all together. And mostly I'm using the classic inserts from Cocoa Daisy and the planner add-on stickers as well. Again, tracked my photos for the week, my work, home, and personal items. And this week, so by the third week of the month, I'm feeling like I want to play around with other stickers. So I pulled some stickers from my stash, added them to the insert, and I actually love like how funky this looks. And then again, tracked photos. And then for my personal section, I was doing more like a tracking of hydration and other things. This is just so helpful to have this option. Not much for the end of the week, which is fine. That happens. And this week I am I'm playing around with two insert styles. So I'm sort of like, I don't know, half planning this week. But I have set up this and now have figured out how to make a tracker out of this section, which I love. Again, this page is so helpful. And so that's January. And so moving into February, again, frosted clear divider, dashboard from the papery classic inserts. I did do a little decorating of this page, which was fun. And then here is what my monthly looks like. And I just like, I like that I don't know. This really made me happy playing with the monthly. I got to remember that the monthly is really fun to play with. And then I have the first week of February set up, ready to go. And again, I have this page also set up, and I have some ideas for using the back. So I want to create like an ideal daily schedule here. And then these are ideas from Andrea Retro Hip Mama about like what to do when you have low energy, but you want to do something crafty, and then mid-level energy and you want to do something crafty. I just love this reminder because I've been kind of more in this category lately. And so knowing that there's still things I can do even when I'm not feeling 100% is really helpful. Here is what the next week looks like. So not, I have a couple things noted, but really I like being able to just set up my sidebar and then set up this page. And for this one I put the prep and warm up on this side. Again, sidebar setup. I used some stickers from the planner kit to make a tracker with the clipboard. Again, have this page set up, and on the back the prep. And so that's how I have the whole month set up, and I love that, the hard stuff's done. Obviously I've dated it, and yeah, I'm excited for February. All right, so I think probably the most fun setup this is just a setup for 2023, but I have my daily journal and my memory planner all in one setup, and I'm back to discs for my memory planner, and I'll talk about that in a second. So I have set up my journal, and I used some Cocoa Daisy grid. I love this grid paper. If you have not gotten your hands on this grid paper, oh my gosh, it's the best. It's delicious. It's really high quality, and I know it's just graph paper, but man, a good graph paper can be your best friend. So decorated that, and then that allowed me to cover like this page on this side, if that makes sense. So here's what January looked like with my daily journal. And I have had many iterations of this, and this is just what's working, and I love it. So a little bit of journaling every day. I set up the week, decorate the week ahead of time, and then go in and just add little bits and pieces. And even as I was recovering from surgery, I was able to keep up with this, and I love it. It just really makes me happy to look at, and then it's also really nice to have. This is so helpful for memory planning. And then here we are now. So it's Thursday, so I still need to. I usually do kind of 2 days at a time, if I'm honest. And this is some Create with Mandy stickers, and then some other stickers from my stash. And I just have like basically the entire horizontal daisy planner set up in this section, and there won't be any breaks, so I'm not gonna like break up January and February. I'm just gonna keep moving, and I love it. All right, so this is the new Daisy Planner for 2023. It is undated. The big change is that the dividers are have like a vinyl, not vinyl, I don't know. They're glossy, I guess would be the word. And really nice, like super nice. It does make it a little bit harder to decorate them, but if you just use washi tape, you could add things to it really easily. I don't do things with the monthly here, but I have an idea for 2023 of just like almost just like sticker collaging in the monthly. And then I am testing out some inserts from City Girls City Girls Planner. Ooh, I hope that's right. Let me check. Yeah, City Girl Planners. It is a like dashboard layout, and what I was going to try is like having all my photos on this side and then just the like details on this side. So we'll see. I have done 1 week already, so this is the first week of January, and love it. I love it so much. And yeah, haven't gotten into the rest of it. But my plan is that when I'm done with a month, okay, let me back up. I love the functionality and like the ease of discs when I'm actually like using the planner regularly. I love that I can fold it back on itself. There's just something a lot easier in my brain about using discs when I'm actually using the planner. But when I want to store the planner, and this is just like a weird thing about me, but I don't like how discs sit on a shelf. I'm very strange. I want the planner to be more protected. And so what I plan to do is when a month is done, I am going to take sticker paper and just cover the disc punch and hole punch it for a 6x8 album like I was doing in 2022. So I get the best of both worlds. I get the ease of use in discs, and then I get the ease and protection of storage in a ring bound system. So we'll see if I actually do it or not. But I have tested it and it does work. So that is February / I think mostly my setup for 2023. I plan to be in some sort of traveler's notebook. Right now it's Daisy Weeks, my classic catch-all, and then my daily journal and memory planner. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!